Stop lying to your spouse. What's up, everybody? This is The Life You Have with Tez. That's me. And today we're going to talk about sneak purchasing. But before we do, why don't you go ahead and tap that like button. And if you like content like this and you want to think differently about your finances, your well-being, health, wealth, or morale, make sure you subscribe if you so choose to be moved by me. Now, let's get into it. Do you know what sneak purchasing is? Sneak purchasing is when you or your spouse commits some kind of financial infidelity. That means that you go buy something without actually telling your spouse that you actually made this type of purchase. Now, I'm not talking about people who go out and they get the occasional coffee or go and grab a burger or something like that. No, I'm talking about people who go to restaurants, they go out to eat, they don't even tell their spouse, or they go to buy a whole game console, a brand new computer, or whatever, just some kind of big giant purchase that it didn't even have to be a big giant purchase. It could be like a $30 purchase that they just don't tell their spouse about. Boxes just show up from Amazon.com and nobody knows where it came from. But you know where it came from, you just don't want to say it. That right there is a sneak purchase, and we're gonna get into all that. Here's the thing, you will never win if you confront a sneak purchaser. Why? Because of these 3 words. It's my money, And it's not really followed by, and I want it now. But it can be. People who make the money they're entitled to spend it any way they can. However, if you're in a committed relationship, a long-term relationship, let's say over 3 years, technically it's not really your money anymore, even if you are the primary breadwinner for this money. In other words, I kind of don't really agree with that. I used to agree when I was 21 and my first wife, she didn't work. But now that I'm older, I get to see that this is all a team event, because when you go into debt, guess what? It's not just you in debt, it's your parents, it's your girlfriend, it's your boyfriend, it's your cousin, your uncle, whoever is gonna try to help you out. It's everybody's problem. That's why your parents sign a promissory note when you go to college and you take out a student loan, because they're taking on your debt when you decide you can't or you won't pay it. Okay, so creditcards.com says that, 12 million Americans are actually hiding some kind of purchases or money in other accounts from their actual spouse. And if they're willing to lie about where their money is going, they're probably willing to lie about some other things. Yeah, I said it. Don't at me, please. I said it before and I just did. Debt is a team event. And if you're gonna get out, you're gonna need a good friend, a good wife, a good lawyer, whoever, somebody that's gonna have your back. But if you're out there making sneak purchases, you're only hurting yourself, because you're undermining your own events that you're using to get out of debt. I know you're gonna say, but Taz, you start to invest in self. Invest in self when you need to. You don't need to invest in self every day. If I have 12 pairs of jeans and I only wear 1 pair, I still have 11 other pairs that I can wear and I can use. I don't need to invest in more jeans because I already have them. I have everything that I need. I don't need to go and invest in more of those things that I already have. That's what you're doing, and you're trying to justify it by hiding your money or hiding your purchases, and then you think it's just gonna be okay. It's not okay. Somebody needs to keep you accountable. You need to tell somebody, because obviously you don't have a budget, because if you did, you wouldn't be just spending this money ridiculously. Somebody needs to tell you, you need to stop. You need to stop spending all this money that you probably don't have. And if you do have it, it has no purpose because you didn't give it a plan. Money needs to have a purpose so it can do more things, but because you keep making sneak purchases with your money, it's not doing anything. It's just dying. You might as well just put it in a savings account because it's doing nothing. And if you were to look at the money that you spend on the stuff in your closet, do you ask yourself, was it really worth it? Because it probably is not worth what you spend. If time is money, then how much stuff in your closet is your time worth? Just think about it. So if you are married to, let's call him a fiscal cheater. Yeah, let's go with that. So it's gonna make it that much harder to get out of debt. If you are in a relationship with somebody who just can't be honest with the purchases that they they make, you might as well just go ahead and get a divorce from them, because it's not going to get any better. You know why? Because most of the marriages that actually end, they actually end over financial reasons, because somebody is doing something with money that the other one doesn't like, or they didn't disclose that they were in that much debt before that person actually got with them. So because they keep accumulating more debt and they don't see it as a problem, and their spouse actually does see it as a problem, that creates an even bigger problem. Let's talk about this, shall we? Let's talk about this debt that we're about to acquire with court fees, because, you know, they say it's cheaper to keep her, but you got to factor in the lawyer and the new apartment that you're probably going to have to move into and the rental truck that you're going to have to get. I mean, there's countless other things. If you have kids, then you have to worry about the child support that you're going to have to pay because you just did not want to get your mind right and stop spending this money. Think about it. So debt, it really is the gift that keeps on giving now, isn't it? Or this is just this. Instead of all of that, you can actually do this ancient Chinese secret. It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation, and I'm gonna share it here with you. It's called being honest, being open, have an open dialogue. If you are honest in all of your ways, you'll have long days. If you lie all the time, you will have a shortened life, because you'll always have to tell another lie that covers up that lie that you just told to get yourself out of the lie. It's so crazy. Just tell the truth in the beginning. If you enter a relationship being honest about your debts or any other shortcomings that you have, then the onus is on that potential mate, not on you, because you would have told them, look, I got problems. And if you accept that, then they really can't get mad. Unfortunately, people do. But I'm saying, if you just tell somebody flat out, look, I got a problem. I got $1 million in debt. I am not paying this off. I like to spend outside of the money that I make. Do you want to go out with me? Hey, you got to lay it all out there in these days. We in the coronavirus era. Okay, so if they don't want to work, then hey, then you have more time to work on yourself, and you can find somebody who actually does want to be with you. It's easier to travel alone and worry about yourself than to tend to others, because, I mean, let's just face it, it is. It's easier for you to get from point A to point B when you're alone. You don't have to be with another person to be complete and content in life. That's just something that Hollywood told you that you need to do, is have another person to complete you. You are complete the way you are. You just need to learn more and do more and grow more, and you will find that contentness in your life by being alone, I promise you. So, in summation, just be honest about your purchases and all your transactions, because chances are your significant other will just be like, okay. But you should also have money meetings often too. When I say money meetings, that means you and your spouse or your significant other, y'all should be coming together, and you should say, okay, look, this is how much money we got. This is how much money that we got coming in. This is what I want to do with this money. Do you have a problem with that? If they say yes, then you come up with a counter offer. That is what business is. I want these apples for $5. No, these apples are worth $10. Fine, I'll give you $7. Sold. That's how we come together. That's how we make money work. It's kind of like those, what are we conversations, except you're actually, getting somewhere with these conversations. And as we discovered, if you marry someone which you are financially incompatible with, then it won't be cheaper to keep her. No. You'll be in a situation where either they want to try or, okay, I'm off the deep end. But the point is, be honest and be open about your finances, because if you're honest, then you can probably trust them to be honest with you, and that is the bottom line, and it'll save your bottom line. But anyway, that is the video, guys. If you like it, if you love it, please tap that like button. And if you want even more content that's like this, similar, or something like it, then let me know. If you could please subscribe if you can. This is the life you have with Tez. That's me, and I'll see you later. Peace out.